So we're going over to our mats and we're gonna roll down on our bolster. And let's see how our spine is doing today. And first of all, feel how, we might feel a little short initially, but we're gonna breathe into this so we start to lengthen our spine. And roll the shoulders down a little bit so you feel that lengthening in your back. And start to feel the weight coming into the legs and the hips. And one more deep breath. And let's start to reach the arms out and do some angel arms. Bring the arms up and feel the lengthening. And bring the arms down. We're going to do a few of these really slowly. And you can close your eyes if you'd like, or keep them open. And notice already how much longer the whole body is becoming. We're going to do one more angel arms and reach the arms up over our head. And just take a breath or two, lengthening. And then we're going to bend the elbows, bend the arms, and bring the elbows toward the chest. And open and close. And we're going to do a couple more of these and take your time. And now we're going to bring the arms down and take a couple more deep breaths and just feel. Release the jaw and the tongue. Now let's turn to the right side. And we're going to start with some big arm circles and lead with the elbow. So get the shoulder more involved. And roll the chest open and feel the lengthening of the shoulder and the arm. And as we continue, start to feel the back opening a little bit more and the chest. And let's hold the arm open and just release. You can bend the arm so that the whole chest is opening. And take a couple more slow breaths. And then let's bring the arm back around. And now we're going to face the bolster. So we're working on our spinal twist and lengthening the whole spine. And a couple more breaths. And then let's gently press ourselves up. And we're going to twist a little bit more to the right and breathe. And 2 more breaths. And now let's turn to the other side and come on over to our left hip and make sure that bolster is right underneath the left ribs. And we're going to start with those big arm circles and bend the arm. And we're going to start to lengthen the arm even more and open the chest as we're breathing slowly. And let's hold the arm open. So we're letting gravity open the chest and breathing. And now we're going to bring the arm back around and we're going to face the bolster for our spinal twist. And let's take a few more breaths. And now let's slowly press ourselves up. And we're going to twist a little bit more to the left. And now let's bring our legs around and we're going to do our straddle. And you could put something underneath the bolster and we're just going to feel how it is to forward fold. We're going to do this a few times. So first of all, we're going to take a few breaths. And slow the breath down for 3 more breaths. And now we're going to slowly roll all the way up. And we're going to put our hands down by our hips. And inhale and look up, lengthening the spine, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then coming back to neutral, let's twist to the right. And then twist to the left. And now we're going to do our forward fold again. This time we might feel a little bit more open. Make sure you can press your forehead down. We're going to take 3 slow breaths. And then let's do the same thing. We're going to come on up, put our hands down behind the hips, inhale and look up, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then coming back to neutral and twisting to the right. And then twisting to the left. Really good. Let's come back to the center. And we're going to put our bolster on our right leg and lengthen to the right. If you can hold your right foot and just feel that stretch in the back and the back of the leg. And feel your body gently releasing any tension. And let's take a few more breaths. Now we're going to turn, and so we're going to open our chest, keep the right arm down, and reach the left arm over. And see if you can roll the chest open a little bit more. And feel the stretch. And just notice the connection, all these places that are opening up. And take 2 more slow breaths. And we're going to gently come back up and just feel. Feel the difference, how one side is more awake than the other. Now we're going to move our bolster over to the left leg and reach for the foot and breathe. And we're going to take a few more breaths. We're waking up all of the fascia and just feeling the sensation in our body. And 2 more breaths. Now let's slowly turn the chest open, keeping our left arm down, and the right arm is over the ear, and breathe. And we're going to roll the chest open even more. And 2 more breaths. then we're going to gently come back up to the center and take a couple of breaths. Just notice. Let's take our right ear toward the right shoulder. Just let your head go to the right. Feel the tension being released. And then let's go to the other side, left ear toward the left shoulder. And we're coming back to the center, and one more time we're going to put our bolster down in front of us and forward fold, breathing evenly into each side of the spine. And really important that you can press the forehead down. So if you need to raise the bolster a little bit, it can be higher. So you could press the forehead down to release the neck tension. And let's take 5 slow breaths. And we're feeling the space between each breath, the pause. Then we're going to slowly press ourselves back up and just notice, close the eyes. Feel how the breath has changed your body. Now we're going to open our eyes. Let's take our right hand down and reach the left arm over. And just let your head release. Take a few more breaths. And then we're going to go to the other side, left hand down, right arm over. And we're coming back up and just take a breath or two. Just notice, feel the spine being nice and long. And then we're going to move our bolster out of the way and crisscross our legs so that we can open the hips a little bit. And you could either take your block or your bolster forward, and you don't, or nothing at all. And we're going to lengthen and breathe. And notice the movement in your spine with the breath. And just 2 more breaths. And then we're going to gently come back up, twist to the right, and then twist to the left. And let's come to the center. We're going to move that out of the way so we can do our back bend. And we're going to put our bolster behind us, right behind the hips. horizontally. And we're gonna lay down on the bolster and use the block for our head. So it can be at any setting, the high or the medium, most likely. And we're gonna start to feel the chest opening with our breath. And just relax here, close your eyes and feel the difference in your spine. And the spine is supported. And we're being held by the earth. And we're going to allow our breath to slow down. And again, feeling the space between each breath. Even the fingers and the palms are releasing any tension. And with your mind's eye, feel the lengthening of your breath as it comes into the belly, opens the ribs, and gently lifts the upper chest. And our spine is amazing how much it can do. And here we're just letting gravity help us open our spine by using the bolster underneath us and softly breathing. And there should be no kind of tension in your throat or your neck. Maybe you need to use 2 blocks so you feel comfortable. Whatever it is, listen to your body. And we're going to feel our solar plexus region, the navel area, softening the area. And we're going to visualize that whole solar plexus area being filled with light. And allow that light to come up into the chest and down through the arms and the head. And feel that energy going down through your hips and legs and feet. Our body is filled with sparkling light. And this light rejuvenates us. Feel how the arms are opening. The chest is opening. And allow your head to press down into the block. And we're going to take 5 slow breaths. And now let's turn to the right. So super slowly, just like a dance, and bring the left arm over your head and just let gravity help you open these ribs. And softly breathe into the ribs. And feel free to let your body gently open as you follow that movement and that expression. And feel this inner movement in your body, these dancing cells. And let's take 3 more breaths. And when you're ready, we're going to roll to the other side, bringing the left arm down. We're rolling over to our left side. And we're going to bring our right arm over our head and lengthen and breathe. And we're softening our breath, taking a few more slow breaths, feeling the pause between each breath. And 3 slow breaths. And very gently, we're going to bring the right arm down so we can use it to press ourselves up. Really slowly. And just take your time coming up so there's no dizziness. And let's straighten our legs out in front of us. And we're going to take our bolster and put it on our legs and hug it in and do a forward fold. And again, you could use your block underneath your forehead or just lengthen and breathe. And you can make this bolster any height that's comfortable for you. You can turn it so you feel the lengthening in your spine. And let's take 5 slow breaths. And then we're going to slowly come on up to a seated position and move the bolster out of the way and roll down on our mat. Let's bend our legs so our feet are on the floor on the mat and just bring our knees to our chest and hug the knees in and shift the hips a little side to side. And enjoy and feel And let's put our feet back on the mat. And we're going to start some pelvic tilts. So slowly bringing the navel to the spine and then release. Really pressing the feet down, feeling the movement in the spine as you do this. And watching the breath coming in and going out. When you're ready, we're going to start to lift the hips a little bit and then roll back down. And we're going to do this very slowly, slowly starting to lift the hips up a little higher, squeezing the navel to the spine for back health. And let's do a few more, each time lifting the hips a little higher. And while you're doing this, remember that sparkling light that's coming into your body. And we're lifting our hips up. And let's keep the hips up this time. And take a few breaths, pressing the feet down. Now we're going to slide the block or the bolster underneath our hips. Kind of tuck it in so it's comfortable. And let the feet relax. They're still pressing down, but just let the legs relax, let the hips relax. And breathe. The chin is tucked a little bit, so there's lengthening in the upper neck and back, upper back. And a couple more slow breaths. Just enjoying this pose. Now let's bring our legs up. And we're going to straighten the legs and bend the legs. So it's like we're pumping the energy into our body, keeping our feet flexed, pressing the hips down as we're doing this. And one more. And now we're going to point and flex our feet. Wake up the feet and the ankles. Make some circles with the feet. And keep the breath going. Let's circle the feet in the opposite direction. Now we're going to open our legs out and in. Flexing the feet, pressing the hips down. And just two more. And now we're going to bring the legs back together. Point the toes, open the legs in big circles. And let's do one more big circle. And then we're going to open them in the other way. Kind of make those circles in the opposite direction. With the breath, maybe the legs are lengthening a little bit more. One more big circle. And then we're in Viparita Karani. So we're just going to let the legs be the way they are. and breathe. If they're a little bent, that's fine. We're draining the legs, allowing gravity to help us. Feel those long, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. And we're observing our breath. At the same time, in our hands, we're feeling beautiful balls of light. Feel yourself holding these balls of light. And allow that light to come in through your arms, all the way up through your chest and shoulders and head, and down through the legs and feet. And now we're feeling this circulation of energy for our best and highest good and healing. Take a few more moments to feel this light circulating through your whole being, releasing any tension out of your body as you softly breathe in and out. And we're going to take 5 slow breaths. And with this beautiful light that's in our body, we're going to share this light with our brothers and sisters everywhere. This peace. And we're giving thanks for our heartbeats and our breath. And let's slowly bend the legs and gently put our feet back down on the mat. And just feel how the energy's coming back into the legs. So good for our bottom part of our feet and our legs, our nervous system. Now we're going to take our bolster as we lift our hips up, and let's press the bolster away from us so it's underneath the back of our legs. So we're just going to rest here for a few more breaths and feel. Feeling this sense of peace. And let's take a couple more slow breaths. And now let's gently roll to the side. And we're going to press ourselves up and let's sit on our bolster or your block, whatever you've got. And we're going to sit cross-legged. And feel that uprightness in the spine and close your eyes, palms facing up. Feeling one vertebrae stacked on the other. And observing the breath. Feel how easy it is to breathe. And we're breathing in this prana and light that's all around us for our best and highest good and for peace of all of our friends, our brothers and sisters everywhere. So now let's open our eyes and we're going to twist gently to the right and keep your eyes a little bit open, a little closed, just so it's not so harsh. Softening the body. And then twisting to the left. And we're going to come to the center and put our feet down and just lean forward between the legs and let your head release. And then let's sit up and we're going to cross our legs in the opposite way. And put our right hand down, reach the left arm over and stretch the side and breathe. And then let's go to the other side. Left hand down, right arm over. And then we're coming back to the center. Let's do a little Santa hug. So we're going to put our hands, cross the elbows, and put them on our shoulders and forward fold. And one more breath. And let's come on up and reach the arms out and up. Take a deep breath. And then bring the arms slowly down. Let's do that one more time. Big breath in. And big breath out. As you bring the arms down. And let's put our palms facing up on our lap and close our eyes. And feel. Feel the difference in your body as you observe your breath. Feeling that 3-part breath, how the belly moves as the breath comes in. The ribs gently open and the upper chest lifts. So we're feeling movement in our whole body. And we're resting in this place of peace. Feel the subtle lengthening of your spine. Notice that the tongue and jaw is relaxed. Now let's bring our hands to our heart. So the thumbs are pressing into the sternum. And you can feel how this energy of bringing the hands together really seals everything in. And we're wishing ourselves good health and harmony, peace to our homes and families and communities, and peace for our brothers and sisters everywhere, all over the world. Let's take a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. Have a wonderful one. Bye.
Thanks, Marianne. Give our best to Thea.
Really, please tell Thea we're thinking about her.
I will tell her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Bye.
Bye.